welcome to today's program, which is called Foodie Fix. And today we're making a cranberry chutney. A chutney is simply a sauce or a condiment that you could use on just about any type of food. So if you give us 1 second, we will get started. Hi everybody, so we have our mise en place ready to go. Mise en place just means everything is in place and ready to go for our recipe. So the first thing that we're going to add is approximately 1/8 of a cup of the juice from one orange. And then we have 1/4 of a cup crystallized ginger. So this is like what a whole piece looks like. They're differently shaped. And it's very finely chopped. You could use big pieces if you'd like, but it's a lot of flavor. It's kind of sugary heat almost, so you don't probably want a big bite out of that. Next we have about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger. Now I used only 1/8 teaspoon because I already have crystallized ginger in here. If you use a different kind of fruit in yours, then you could go for 1/4 teaspoon of your ground ginger. I have a pinch of turmeric, so that's also going to give it a little bit of heat. It's less than 1/8 teaspoon. It's very little. You could use something like dry mustard if you like that instead. It's just for a little bit of heat flavor. And then I have 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. So as you can tell, this is a very fall sounding recipe. So for your other liquid, you will need 3/4 of a cup of vinegar. I do mix my vinegar, so I have 1/4 of a cup of white vinegar and 1/2 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. So I have 2 cups of brown sugar. It seems like a lot, but there's a lot of tartness in this recipe, and the brown sugar is going to cut through all of the tartness, and it is going to dissolve into one delicious sauce. So the last thing that we are going to add after I give this a bit of a stir is 1 diced apple. It depends on how you like your apples. I picked a Granny Smith for today. It's up to you. I like to add the tartness to this, but like I said, it's up to your taste. This whole recipe really is up to your taste. If you like things peppery, you could add pepper. If you like things a little more sweet, you could add more sugar. You could add different spices to it. It's really up to you. So right now I've already have 1 part of an apple diced, and we are just going to dice another one. Again, we are using a peeled apple. I'm kind of cheating here. I didn't want to grab a peeler. If you want to leave the skin on, you could leave the skin on. It's really up to you. I just don't like the consistency of the skin on in this recipe. Even though I like the flavor of the skin, I just didn't want to mix it with here. So it's up to you. So we are going to add all of the apple. So this recipe actually takes about 20 minutes. So you're going to stir consistently, but we're probably going to use movie magic in order to bring this up to you. So keep stirring until you get a good consistency. It's going to look a little bit like jam in a way. Your cranberries are going to burst open. So that is the consistency that you're going to look for. And it will take about 20 minutes on a simmered heat. So we're about 20 to 25 minutes later, and this is the consistency of the sauce. If you want it to be a little less liquidy, you can keep it going. If you are okay with this, then you can shut it off and let it cool down completely. This sauce could be stored in an airtight container for up to a month in the fridge. So if it is today, which is November 4th, I will be saving it for Thanksgiving. So perfect recipe to share with your friends and family. And if you put it in a glass jar, it also makes a great gift for someone. Thanks for watching, everybody.